we've only had one president in the history of the United States who won 4 elections. He won re-election 3 times. He was elected 4 times to president of the United States, and that's Franklin Roosevelt. And Franklin Roosevelt was running on a platform that is more progressive than Bernie Sanders. Let that sink in. And the American people reelected him 4 times, and the Republicans got together during the Eisenhower administration and said, we can't ever let that happen again. And they amended the Constitution to term limit presidents to 2 terms. FDR was deeply and profoundly progressive and proud of it. Remember, they hate me and I welcome their hatred. That's how you get elected. That's how you bring the coattails to have. He had more than a 2/3 majority in both the House and the Senate in 1933. That's how you bring the coattails. And that's how you get real change happening in this country. Now, I realize Debbie Wasserman Schultz and the DNC don't believe that. They're still listening to Al Fromm and Bill Clinton and the old DLC Third Way guys. And they're still funding people who are not progressive candidates. In fact, in many cases, they're funding the, quote, middle-of-the-road / electable candidates against genuine progressive candidates, which is something that the Republican Party would not be stupid enough to do. But here's Bernie. This is clip number 3, his list of socialist policies.
Social Security, which all of you know transformed life for senior citizens in this country, was defined by his opponents as socialist. The concept of the minimum wage, that workers had to be paid at least a certain amount of money for their labor, was seen as a radical intrusion into the marketplace and was described as socialist. Unemployment insurance. When you lose your job, you have something to fall back upon. Abolishing child labor. Ending the fact that children of 8, 10, 12 years of age were working in factories or working in the fields. The 40-hour work week. Collective bargaining, the rights of workers to engage in negotiations with a union. Strong banking regulations, deposit insurance, and job programs that put millions of people to work were all described in one way or another as socialist. Yet, as you all know, all of these programs and many more have become the fabric of our nation and, in fact, the foundation of our middle class.
And it's worked. I mean, FDR's socialism has worked. And Lyndon Johnson's socialism has worked. And with the Reagan Revolution rolling back FDR's New Deal and rolling back Lyndon Johnson's Great Society, and the Reagan Revolution being continued through the Clinton administration, the Bush administration, and the Obama administration, the ongoing rollback of that, what have we seen? We've seen, Americans are in pain. It's, 53% of Republicans right now think unemployment is worse than when President Obama was elected. Now, that's probably because 70 or 80% of all Republicans get all their news from Fox News. That's the best I can come up with. Fox News and right-wing hate radio. But the unemployment rate right now is 5%. And for the last 5 years, we've been adding, in the neighborhood of 100,000 jobs a month, every single month. And the first, when George W. Bush left office and Barack Obama came into office, we were losing 700,000 jobs a month. We were in the worst crash since the Great Depression, and Barack Obama saved us from that over the objections of Republicans who said it was socialism to try to stimulate the economy.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.